That's on my mind the most today that I wanted to just come on here and quickly mention to you guys is that there is something to be said about creating a life that you really love, like learning how to like love your life and create your life intentionally so that every single day you wake up and you're excited for the day. And it's like, you know, not this out of reach kind of goal where it's not realistic. Like, obviously, we're gonna have to put the work in. We need structures, we need systems to get the results that we want in life. And no, the process is not always fun. As a matter of fact, for the most part, it's, boring and repetitive. But when those results come in, like I mentioned on my last live stream, it's undeniable and it creates the framework for you to enjoy your life. So, as much as we enjoy, being in pleasure and having all of this fun and all of this joy that life brings, at the same time we need equal amounts, if not more amounts, of discipline and focus to make those things sustainable in the long term, because too much of either one can burn you out. If you're in your pleasure for too long, then this can manifest as addiction, or being addicted to dopamine, like somebody mentioned on one of my last live streams. It can manifest as, it can have negative consequences if you go for too long without doing some kind of work, taking some kind of action, engaging in some form of discipline and focus. And on the other hand, if you're too disciplined, too focused, too systematic, you can miss out on the joy of everyday life and, experiencing pleasure, which is like where we want to get to, is like a happy medium. I'm always talking about avoiding extremes, you know what I mean? So, just a daily reminder that it definitely is possible to create a life that you love. I feel like my life, obviously I'm biased because my experiences shaped who I am, but my life is definitely a testament to how you can intentionally create a life that you love. Because throughout time, just as I'm getting older, when I look back, I notice all of the things that I was not happy about my life, I literally changed. And it's like, once you make that kind of commitment, you make that kind of decision within yourself, it's only a matter of time. And like I was saying in my last live, I forget which one it was mentioned on, it was my most recent live stream, we were talking about how like sometimes all it is really just patience and like repetition to get you the results that you want. So there were so many things about my life that I wanted to change at different phases. One of them was my neighborhood. I changed that. The place that I lived in, the apartment, I changed that. My job, my income, I changed that. So everything is literally possible. You just have to make a plan, okay? Don't underestimate the importance of making a plan for your own life. All right, so yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video on here about, I'm feeling so inspired. I'm having like the best day ever. I just touched up my hair color and did a hair treatment, and I'm just feeling like brand spanking new. I don't know, today's just been great, so I wanted to get on here and share that energy with you guys. I'm probably going to get on a live stream a little bit later, but where in your life can you make small changes so that you can learn and enjoy your everyday life? You don't only have to enjoy life when there's a big celebration or something going on or a huge milestone, although those moments are extremely important. I know right now a lot of people are going through their graduation, and that's an awesome moment to, have a space to celebrate all of those years of dedication and hard work. But there is a way to enjoy everyday life on that same level. You know what I mean? And it just takes intentionality and small changes. One of them for me is like just making things easier to manage. I have such a silly example that I don't know if I'm going to include in this video because it's so silly, but like, you would be surprised. The smallest things can make a difference in your life, okay? This one is going to be kind of silly. I'll just say it, whatever. But my drain was clogged for so long in my shower, and I was using like those liquid solutions to unclog it, as silly as that sounds. And like it would just keep happening again and again. It would keep coming up. So this kind of was like impacting my like showers and stuff, and I love showers. That's like my happy time. That's like when I feel the most relaxed and stuff. So I didn't realize how much it was affecting me until yesterday. Like I unclogged it. This is like, such a silly thing, but I unclogged it, and it's like the water is going down the drain without a problem now. and I didn't realize how much of a difference this was going to make in my life. This is like day 2 of an unclogged drain in my shower, and my shower is just so much more enjoyable now. I don't feel like I have to rush out because the water is like piling up. And as silly as it sounds, I feel like this is a perfect example of how small changes can make your life that much easier to enjoy. Okay, so I promise you, any area of your life where you're feeling dissatisfied, all it takes is some intentionality, some behavior change, and a really, really hard look at yourself and becoming accountable for the things that you have control over. Obviously, we don't have control over everything, but there's a lot within our control that we can kind of shape our life with. Okay, and that's why I'm so grateful to my creative experience as an artist, because I feel like that's kind of what helped me and kickstarted me in having this perspective. And by using that, I literally created the life that I want, like the life that I used to dream about. And the thing about dreams is that they continue to evolve. So the more that you achieve your dreams, right, the more that you see them come into reality, the more goals that you reach for yourself, if you want to use that language, the more space you have to imagine new things. So it's just so awesome. Okay, and I'm just a super encouraging to all artists, all creatives, and especially entrepreneurs, because that's like my favorite thing right now, is learning about business. On a random note, one of the business books that I've really enjoyed recently is Oversubscribed by Daniel Priestley. It's great. So yeah, that's something that I just finished. And right now, today actually, in the salon, I just finished the book French Women Don't Get Fat, which is a great and really wise book on holistic nutrition and like eating for pleasure. It's not what it sounds like. It's actually a really cool book. So I'm just throwing that in there because I think that inner work is something that compounds over time, and it's not just one book you read that sets you on track for your life or for your mind or makes you smart. It's a culmination of all of the books you read, all of the things that you practice on a daily basis. So I'm going to become better about sharing the things that I'm doing in real time. Speaking of working in real time, definitely check out my Substack. It's my monthly membership blog. I upload on there kind of personal diary entry style blogs. I'm calling it Diaries of a Madwoman because I'm redefining what madwoman means. I know when you hear madwoman, you think of like a negative connotation. When I think of madwoman, I just think of somebody who's like deeply obsessed and like, in love with their work, especially as a creative. And I just love that. Like, that's what I'm defining it as. So the series on my Substack, I'm uploading it soon, is going to be called Diaries of a Madwoman, and I'm going to be using that as my diary entries. I also have a ton of practical and informational pieces on inner work and personal development. My more conceptual thinking is on my blog, and whoever is subscribed to my Substack is going to get first-hand access and exclusive access to my upcoming books before I release them anywhere else. Okay, so my Substack, I'm making it into a very exclusive space for anybody that supports me, supports my work. Okay, I appreciate every single one of you that watches these videos. I also have my current offer, my 90-day body transformation program, and I'm only a few weeks in with my first initial clients, and they're already seeing transformations. And not only that, but I'm seeing transformations within my own body. So it's so powerful because it's a combination of, it's not just a diet plan and a fitness routine. It's a combination of behavior change, habit change, accountability. I literally give you a framework, a system to follow to change the way that you look at food, you look at your body. And the interesting thing is that no matter what your body transformation goals might be, whether it's weight loss, muscle retention, or just developing a healthier relationship with food, what I've observed so far is that nobody that I've worked with has the same exact goals. And that's just so cool to me, how and why body transformation means different things to different people and why they want the results that they do. It's not necessarily only about weight loss, okay? So if this offer speaks to you, it's only available until June 10th. I have my application linked below, and after you submit your email, I'll send you the intake form to see if we're a good fit. Okay, it's a 90-day program. I'm not taking anybody after June 10th because I'll be creating a new program by then, okay? Yeah, that's all from me for now. Enjoying my work as a health and life coach. If you want to work with me, check out my website. And I'll probably be on live stream soon. But what I wanted to leave you with today is that it's totally possible to create a life that you are in love with. I'm somebody who, you know, my first love was music, right? So I identified as an artist really early on in my life, and I really struggled with feeling like I didn't have a purpose in society because I couldn't monetize my skills. Like I was very confused around how artists make money. Like I just felt like I was destined for like just to not be successful, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Okay, all it takes is like intentionality, skill. Obviously, the more skilled you are, the more educated you are, the more opportunities are available for you. Okay, so no matter what your skills are, whatever your talents are or your interests are, there is a way to make a living from that, but you do need to apply action. Intentionality, planning. Coaches are very useful when it comes to that. And that's why my next program is going to be on career alignment as a creative, but that's not coming yet. Right now, I'm focused on body transformation. All right, so yeah, I'll see you guys on my next live. I'm out of here. I'm going to go do some shopping, maybe eat something cute. I like, my latest thing is like cute little plates, so hopefully I go and find something like that. But thanks for supporting my work, guys. Check out all of the links underneath my video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.